that is the new dimension of fraud that is happening in our nation. This time around, we are not talking about Yahoo boys. We are not talking about the institution of government and the financial institutions. Now, this one, they are now using judiciary and the police and the staff of the bank to commit fraud. Now, how do this fraud operates? I will use the one that has to do with my clients as a case study. If you have money in your account, and probably somebody paid money into your account, probably the person purchased property from you, you people did everything, he paid you, the person can go back to police, telling police that he mistakenly paid the money into your account. And police will now negotiate with them, negotiate with the bank, look for a particular court, in quote, magistrate court, and get court order to collect that money back. My client, Mr. Godwin Emmanuel, operates a current account, corporate account with Access Bank. So all of a sudden, he discovered that he cannot have access to his account anymore. He contacted his account officer. His account officer said, they place PND in your account. So he asked what happened. He said, police placed PND. There is another placing PND. He said, what actually happened? He said, I don't know. All his effort to know what actually transpired proves abortive. He decided to consult us, myself as a lawyer. I wrote to the bank, no response. So I decided to file action against the bank through originating processes, asking court to order the bank to lift that PND on his account. So lo and behold, upon serving the Access Bank now in reply filed their counter, saying that they placed that order based on police the court order issued by a magistrate court in Maraba to the police to place PND in that account. So when I saw the counter affidavit with the purported court order, I draw attention of my client. So when we carefully review the order, we discover that the account number which they use to place the PND is not our client's account number. That one is the first one. So, and we also discovered that they went to Maraba Magistrate Court to obtain that order via ex parte, through ex parte. And we know that when you have motion ex parte, you should get your motion on notice ready, so that when court granted it interim, you will now serve the other party to put them on notice, so that for you to hear the motion on notice. But that they never did. They obtained the purported court order on the 2nd of June. So when we received it, we now approach the court with a motion on notice. We serve the Access Bank, we serve the police. So when we went to the court, we argue our case. They were not in court. They did not file any counter. So after looking at our affidavits and our written submission, court and discovered that our affidavit was not challenged in any way, court set aside that order and ordered Access Bank to allow our client to have access to his account. That was on the 2nd day of November. Now, on the following day, when the order was ready, that was on the 3rd, we mobilized the court bailiff to go and serve Access Bank and serve the police. After serving Access Bank refused to comply with that order. So all our effort proves abortive, to an extent that I have to put a call to the lawyer representing them. So the lawyer said that I should send the order to him, which I did. He said that he has advised them. So we are looking for a way to commence contempt proceedings against the manager of Access Bank. So reaching on the 6th, our client now told me that they have lifted the PND and moved out to 20 million naira from his account. So I said, what happened? I now contacted their lawyer again. Then I said, am I sure? I said, yes. Even my client has even shown me the transaction. He said, when there was a 20 million naira removed, I said it was removed on that day. That particular day, they lifted the PND. So now we now discovered that these are syndicates. So when we served them that court order on the 3rd of November, the bank now started notify the police that look at so that the police should go and get another court order. So we learned that they moved around magistrate, all the magistrates in FCT here, and some other magistrate courts. Nobody agreed to give them. They now went to Masaka Magistrate Court and bargained with the magistrates. And the magistrate now gave them the order. They did not disclose to the magistrate that there is a substantive suit. And the magistrate did not ask them, go and put these people on notice. The magistrate now gave them the order that they to remove that 20 million naira from our client's account. Now, upon receiving the order, Access Bank, being a party in the crime, complied immediately with the order, because that order was got on the 6th of November, and they complied with it immediately on that 6th. So they pulled out the 20 million naira. Now, what we are now hearing, though we have not confirmed, that is where the investigative journalism will now come in, because we have written a letter to ICPC, to ESCC, to CBN, to Attorney General Federation, to CJ Nasarawa State, to Chief Registrar Nasarawa State, to Director of Magistrates Nasarawa. We are written to all and sundry, asking them to investigate this matter. That 20 million naira that left, to which account? Who are the beneficiary? That is a starting point. Then two, also, why should the lawyer to Access Bank now has also, when we raise the issue to the court, that the account they used to place PND in our client's account is was the wrong account number. It's not our client's account. The lawyer now filed a counter saying that it was a mistake. They deposit in affidavit that it was a mistake. That one is the talk of another day. But what we are now saying is that we need to bring it to attention before things get wrong. Because now my client is a victim. One other Livy is also a victim. That one, I think his own is, they said they collected 70 million naira. The other one, an Azodo or the other one, that one, his own is 120 million naira. So now another person just called me from Otako. He's a trader in Otako. His own, same thing. His own is also going on now. So this is what they are doing in the bank now, using police. Now we have also, what information we got is that when a police officer was confronted, he said that IG sent him. That is acting, that SP Bologi, that IG sent him. So we are now accusing IG that he's using his office to commit fraud. So it is now left for him to come and explain how IG sent him. The one of a magistrate court in Nasarawa, in Masaka, that one also, he said that he's acting on behalf of the CJ and the CR. So he's now the agent of the CJ, Chief Justice of Nasarawa State, and the Chief Registrar of Nasarawa State, whom he's working for. Probably is his agent. They are using him as a epitome of fraud. So it is now left for them to come and explain. So that is our position now. Why we are saying this thing is that it happens to these people now. If it happens to that Okada man in one village, probably he's 100,000 naira. Nobody will be there for him. So why these people was able to raise it is because they have the capacity to engage the services of a legal practitioner. I hear them say. So that's why we are asking that you people should ask question. What happened? How can an Access Bank, whose chairman is a legal practitioner, a senior advocate of Nigeria, will allow them to use an order containing a wrong account to defraud an innocent customer? So that is why we are here. Thank you for your audience. Apart from this court action you are filing, have you taken any other steps outside? Yes, yes. As we are, the dispatch is on his way now. You have written to ICPC. We have written to EFCC. We have written to CBN, the Director of Banking Supervision of CBN. We have written to CJ. I hear them saying CJ because we are now accusing the CJ, Nasarawa State, and the Chief Registrar, Nasarawa State, and the Director of Magistrate, Nasarawa State, for them to come and tell Nigerians how they are using the magistrate in massacre to be committing fraud. So we have also written to Minister for Police Affairs and the Chairman Police Service Commission and the House Committee Chairman on the Police Affairs and Senate Committee Chairman on Police Affairs for them to investigate this particular SP Bologi Abudulai. I hear them saying so. Whose phone number is also in this order. So let him come and tell the world how somebody that wrote how he used somebody's account number to defraud another person. So that is, even if you are investigating a matter, investigation means that you notify the other person that there is a petition against you. Give him fair hearing. What happened? He will explain his own side of the story. Not for you to use court order to defraud the money, and also for you people to investigate who are beneficiary of those money collected. So that is where that is the position. That's the step we have taken. We serve Maraba Access Bank. I heard them saying so. According to the young man, the day they will serve him, he said that yes, they are immediately serve them that they are going to send it to email to their I don't know how to do it, but to serve them, they receive it. We have the acknowledgement copy and we have the proof of service by the court bailiff. We are just seeing it from the affidavit. They just have the affidavit this early morning. The counter affidavit. That's when we begin to see most of all these things. I hear them saying. I said whichever. I now called him. I said who? He said. I said, do you know what somebody they called? What's the name of the guy? They called the. He said no. That young man was somebody that he helped. I heard them say because my client is in Sydney. I heard them saying that there was a time he said he helped him. I heard them saying and give him some money. That he never have any problem with him. So that is the position. So, but the